Welcome to HUD's Housing Choice Voucher Overviews. This video will discuss the basics of how project-based vouchers work. The Project-Based Voucher, or PBV program, enables a public housing agency to pay rental assistance for eligible families who live in specific units. The PHA refers families from the wait list to open units within the program. Public housing agencies, or PHAs, that administer the Tenant-Based Housing Choice Voucher program can choose to use some of their vouchers to participate in the PBV program. With a Tenant-Based Housing Choice Voucher, a renter receives a voucher to help pay for rent at a rental property of their choosing. By contrast, with a PBV, a PHA arranges for a voucher to be attached to a particular rental unit, initially refers an eligible family to occupy that unit, and then continues to refer eligible families each time the unit becomes vacant. PBVs are optional for PHAs to use. A PHA that uses PBVs is limited in the percentage of its total voucher inventory that it can tie to specific units as PBVs. A PHA's first step to implement a PBV program is to establish PBV policies and procedures. Then, to project base a property, a PHA competitively selects a property and establishes a contract with the owner to use vouchers in specific rental units at the property for a fixed amount of time. In return, the property owner ensures the contract units meet housing quality standards and are reserved exclusively for voucher holder use. The contract has a term of 1 to 20 years with the possibility of extension. PBVs have many benefits for assisted families, property owners, and PHAs. PBVs expand the availability of affordable rental housing because units are reserved specifically for assisted families, most often for long periods of time. This can be especially helpful to PHAs looking to improve the success of voucher holders in locating homes to rent. Because PHAs are required to project-base units in a manner consistent with the goal of deconcentrating poverty and expanding housing and economic opportunities, PBVs help to improve voucher holders' access to neighborhoods of opportunity. Assisted families also retain housing choice in the PBV program as they gain priority to move with tenant-based assistance if they choose to leave the PBV unit later. PHAs can use PBVs to incentivize housing development projects that meet specific community needs, such as the need for accessible units or units with supportive services. The program can also help jurisdictions preserve affordable housing developments, such as when PBVs are used as a new form of rental assistance after repositioning public housing units. Lastly, PBVs provide security and financial stability for property owners and developers because they ensure steady market-rate rental income. For PHAs interested in becoming more familiar with the Project-Based Voucher program, an understanding of the basic rules and regulations is a great starting point. The U.S. Housing Act of 1937, as amended, is the governing statute for the PBV program. HUD's regulations for the PBV program can be found under 24 CFR Part 983. Please visit www.hud.gov/HCV and click on Project-Based Vouchers to access the PBV regulations, forms, tools, and guidance. Lastly, be sure to review your administrative plan to check for needed updates and consult it on an ongoing basis to ensure you continue to follow your PHA's policies as you administer the PBV program. As you're planning your PBV program, it's important to think strategically about the specific context and needs of your PHA and community. Consider how you can best leverage PBVs to promote poverty deconcentration efforts, expand housing choices for low-income families, and encourage development of supportive housing based on local needs and conditions. Explore how you could use PBVs to meet the housing needs of any specific population needing help in your community, such as elderly, disabled, veteran, foster youth, or homeless populations. PHAs can project base many types of housing and should consider what best serves the community. Examine and evaluate newly constructed, rehabilitated, and existing housing, single or multifamily homes, unit sizes, features and services, neighborhood locations and features, assisted units with a subsidy gap, and more. Your PHA's capacity should be considered, as well as planning how you will ramp up a PBV program. Consider how many vouchers is wise to project base, giving thought to the impact to your waiting list when PBV families take priority to move with tenant-based assistance, and to HUD's required limitation on the percentage of vouchers your PHA can project base. HUD's PBV website is your best resource center for information regarding project-based vouchers. Since the program is growing and evolving, check back frequently to find the most up-to-date information regarding the PBV program. This concludes the presentation on HUD's Project-Based Voucher program. To learn more about the HCV program, please visit www.hud.gov/HCV.